Tina here. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're making a really quick card. We're doing it probably in under 10 minutes. We're using some items from Simon Says Stamp. We have the oak leaf stencil. This is 4 stencils. And then we have the die set that has the greeting in here that says blessed. I thought that was so pretty. And we're also using the petal point frames. Okay, so quick and easy, we're going to start by doing some stenciling with our stencil set. Since there are 4 stencils, I thought we'd bring in 4 colors. Now this is called the oak leaf, but I'm not going to do traditional colors. I want to do a blue leaf today. So I'm bringing in some Distress Oxides. I have broken china, faded jeans, speckled egg, and tumbled glass. I'll bring in my grit mat and some white cardstock, and we're going to add our first layer here. These are A2 panels, so I'm going to bring in some extra tape. I'm using my new blending brushes. We're going to go ahead and add some gray over here. Looks kind of blotchy, and that's okay because we're going to add another stencil right over the top. So we'll remove this, and then we'll add our next layer. Okay, so we'll add this one. For this one, let's add broken china. Add broken china right over the top. Okay, that stencil's all done. It's coming together beautifully. I'm going to add my third layer. Now the third layer, we're going to use tumbled glass. And I have a light and a dark brush. And so I'm just going to wipe this off and pick up some ink here and go over this one with tumbled glass. Lovely. And we're going to add our next layer, which is our final layer. We'll put it in the corner here. And I'm going to add the darkest ink that I have, which is faded jeans. And we're going to add some color here. This is one of those sets that would go great for the fall. Okay, that's my leaf. Let's take a look, and I think it just looks gorgeous. We're going to go ahead and take this off. I'm going to add a little shimmer to this. We're going to give our leaf a little shine. We're using some Simon Hurley solar spray. This is Beluga. I bought the solar sprays in a 4-pack. I think it was a 4-pack. And so I have a variety, and I love the way this looks over cardstock. It gives it a real pretty iridescent hue. You can kind of see it here. I'll give that a second to dry, and in the meantime, we're going to die cut out our greeting. Let's take our die set. I'm going to die cut out the shadow with white cardstock, and then my blessed, we're going to die cut out with my Simon Says Stamps. This is sea glass, and then I'll die cut out a couple extra of the blessed to stack together for my greeting. And then I'll go ahead and die cut out my leaf here. And then while we're die cutting, I'm also going to take the petal point frames. So dainty. If you love these, if you love dainty, you will love this die set. It is a nesting die set. There are 6 dies in here. I'm going to take the largest. It's nice that it's on a magnet too. Okay, and I'll die cut this out with white cardstock. Okay, I ran everything through my die cut machine. I also die cut out some foam. This is Spellbinder's pop-up foam. I thought it'd be easier just to add some foam behind this large leaf. For a little dimension. So we'll just layer this on the foam. Okay. And as far as my greeting goes, I am going to add a little bit of blue to the bottom of my blessed using my faded jeans. We're just going to do a little shimmy at the bottom here. There we go. Maybe a little shimmy at the top too to blend it out. Now we're going to stack all of our blessed together and then layer the colored one right on top, and we'll put this on the shadow. This is the Petal Point frames, and isn't that just gorgeous? So pretty. Okay, I am going to take this and put this directly on the front of my card base, and then I also trim down a panel to fit right on the inside here. We're going to layer both of these together just like this, directly on the front of my card base. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my leaf, and we're going to add this to the front here. And then I put foam tape behind my blessed, and what we're going to do is add a little extra something. I'm bringing in my iridescent white cord from Simon. We're just going to create a little circle cluster to put behind the greeting, just to add a little extra texture to the card. That's a good spot. And then we can add our greeting right over the top. I'm going to tuck that end under there. And I'll tuck the end under here too. And the cording actually has the same iridescent tint as the solar spray, which is nice. Okay, now we're going to add some finishing touches. We are going to bring in some gems. I'm using some Pretty Pink Posh. These are pearl white. And we're going to add some gems in the background. And then that will finish off my card today in 10 minutes or less. You can't beat that. Thanks for joining me. I'll list everything that I used down below. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.